Welcome to SmartCab, a blockchain-based egalitarian routing and egalitarian finance model application. Uber has pioneered the concept of search pricing. In search pricing, which is a greedy algorithm, each player in the system tries to maximize their benefits. So the driver will try and maximize the pricing depending on demand and supply. The customers are forced to pay a higher price. In response to this, I've come up with a system called as egalitarian routing. In egalitarian routing, the driver tries to do something good. For example, we'll pick up only women passengers. This results in safety of women. The downside to this is that he has to give up potential revenue in the form of some other ride which was potentially more profitable. So this is a revenue loss to the driver. Now the driver of the cab is the last person who is capable of doing something good at the cost of revenue. Typically a driver doesn't have a good balance sheet, a good income, it's very variable, and hence to expect him to act in an egalitarian manner doesn't make sense unless and until he's incentivized to do something good. So here's the model. Think of the system as an egalitarian system in which there are three stakeholders. The first stakeholder is Ford Motor Company, which wants to sell a certain number of cars to a fixed pool. Then there is the driver, and then there are passengers. Passengers want to pay the least possible amount and at the same time get high safety and high quality of service. The driver wants to maximize his revenue and pay the least cost for financing, etc., but his balance sheet doesn't permit him to do it. Ford Motor Company can come in and use its balance sheet to provide cheap access of funds to the driver to buy Ford Motor Company's products, which is cars in this case. The driver then has to follow certain rules and act in an egalitarian manner, which results in higher safety for women passengers. They end up paying a little more than they would during slack hours, but not as much as they would pay in a system which has surge pricing. They also pay a certain amount as a monthly amount to Ford Motor Company, which gives them Ford egalitarian coins. These egalitarian coins are used to pay the driver. So in a sense, Ford Motor Company is compensated for taking additional risk, and the drivers are compensated for acting in a good manner. Women get safety. So let me now introduce the system. This system can work on a laptop, it can work on a mobile, it can work on desktop, tablets, everything. So I'll just log in each and every participant quickly. As you can see, this is on a mobile. Same system is available everywhere. So here's the scenario. This is the driver. You can see this small symbol yellow, which means a cab driver, and each participant is recognizable by their different colored icons. So each participant in the system, which are women, can enter their position. If they have GPS, it can happen automatically. In this case, I have just marking on the map. So here the person says I am over here and I would like to travel till here. This person says I am located here and I would like to travel here. This person says I am located here and I would like to travel here. And the last person says I am located here and I would like to travel till here. So these are the different people over here. Now if you want to pick up these four women and drop them to their location, this might not necessarily be the optimal route, but it could be an egalitarian route. So what the driver does is first signals which of the passengers will pick up first. So here you can see four empty slots. These are for the starting, the first one will be picked up, the first woman to be picked up, and the last destination there. So the driver picks up the first woman, so the color changes over here to notify that this woman is going to be picked up first, and also picks up the last passenger to drop off. So here you can see the color has changed. These two people are fixed. Now you can have people in between who can be picked up in this system. So let's say that this purple over here, you can see over here, decides that okay, the next person to be picked up is this person in orange. So here you can see that the color has changed. Here you can see that the person can accept or reject the route, and also you can see a small button for 4 egalitarian coins. Here you're not paying in cash or credit card, you're paying in something which is a 4 egalitarian coin, which is a cryptocurrency. The cryptocurrency is structured in such a way that it compensates Ford for the additional risk it takes, and it compensates the driver for additional letting go some revenue, and create less variability in his daily wages. This results in the women paying a little bit more than they would during slack hours, but it would be less than what they would pay during surge hours. Last person to be picked up over here is this person in blue, which if we just click, yes. So now the cab is full. Once the cab is full, you can send directions and notify people of how they will be picked up. Here you can see this is blockchain. Blockchain currently is at a height of 62, and if you go to see, so 62 over here. So now I'm going back to the cab. The moment I press enter, what will happen is the route will be calculated, showing which person will be picked up when, and you can see the directions will pop up out here. At the same time, this entire thing will be committed to the blockchain. So just pressing enter, you can see the entire route has been displayed on the screen, and the directions will be sent to each and every participant. You can see the directions, the segments over here, the distance in kilometers. The distance will help in calculating the fares, which can be paid via the egalitarian coin. If we go back to the blockchain now, you can see that, yes, the blockchain, if you can see over here, the entire route and certain other details have been committed to the blockchain. So this creates a history or a snapshot of what was there at that time. So you can calculate and see that how egalitarian the driver was. Did he let go of some other more profitable rides in order to be a better person, and then reward him in a commensurate manner. So you can think of the system as 3 stakeholders all acting to others' benefit, and in the process creating an ecosystem which is good for the driver because he gets more revenue. It is good for the passenger in terms of safety, and for Ford Motor Company in terms of the number of vehicles which it can sell to these people, and at the same time ensure that risk is mitigated, because now you have a pool of committed passengers who would like this kind of a system, and then they are ready to put money and pay certain amount on a monthly basis, which can act to defray the cost and the risk associated with such a system. So here you can see how egalitarian routing with an egalitarian finance model can change the way transportation takes place in Morocco today. But this system can easily be adapted to work in Mumbai or Mexico or any other city in which people want to travel on a shared taxi basis, reduce their cost, and yet have high safety. I hope you like the presentation. This is Smart Pay. Thank you very much. Sorry, Smart Cab. Thank you very much.